for the introduction. And thank you all for joining us today. This is really inspiring to see so many of you out here. I have a passion for social change. For most of my adult life, I've done this work to tackle poverty, racism, and more. I've often done this as a volunteer. But 10 years ago, I landed my dream job at St. Stephen's Community House. My name is Helen Armstrong. I work on community development and social action. This work is very important, and fortunately, it's supported by the United Way. The work allows me to help build a better world. My job is not the typical one you'll hear about in the nonprofit sector. People usually look puzzled when I say I do community development. I work with our participants who live in poverty, and together we make sure they have a voice inside St. Stephen's to improve programs. They are experts on poverty and other issues. Our participants learn how to speak up to governments. Their stories, their passion, and their work help shape public policy. This work is crucial. It's about giving people with lived experience of poverty, disability, racism, and other barriers a chance to bring their issues to the table. We're thankful to the United Way for authoring reports that back up what our participants experience. The reports include the opportunity equation and better business outcomes through workforce security. At St. Stephen's, we offer many services, as you just heard, and social action, the work I do, has been key to St. Stephen's and to the United Way for years. Our organization was founded in the 1960s as a settlement house. We always focused on programs that were needed, first with youth and then with other groups. And we build community in our programs every day. At St. Stephen's, people who don't often get a voice in the larger world meet each other. They share similar journeys and feel less isolated, and they learn that their voice matters. In recent years, we noticed many of our participants were sinking into long-term poverty, and it became clear we had to engage our service users in policy and economic change, or their lives likely would not improve. That's when my job started 10 years ago. I now want to introduce you to Raybourne. Raybourne is a community advocate. He's a peer worker at St. Stephen's and part of our Corner Drop-In Member Advocacy Committee. Peer workers are key to St. Stephen's. They use their lived experience of poverty, disability, addiction, and more. They work in paid positions in our drop-in and other programs. Peers have come through our programs, and they know firsthand how to relate to participants who need some support. Raybourne will now share his story.
Hey! Can you hear me? Thanks. Are we afternoon already? Is it noon or is it still morning? Afternoon. It's noon? Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Raychard Raybourne, not a doctor yet. I currently work at St. Stephen's as a peer computer instructor, and this is probably one of the best jobs I've ever had. I am an example of those challenges that Helen just mentioned. It wasn't too long ago where I was struggling with my sobriety and, of course, getting housing. And that was a very difficult period in my life. And through the United Way, thankfully, I was able to get the right kind of services and the help that they had to offer through their programs. I met a worker by the name of Janet, and God bless her, she was able to help me get housing with housing supplement income. With that, I was actually motivated and had a brighter outlook in life, because when you don't have a house, you really can't get anything. It's hard to get a bank account, it's hard to get even a job if you don't have a residence. So now that I had that, I was able to actually focus on my struggles and help my financial situation get better. With that, my confidence getting a lot healed, I would say, I just gave back by volunteering. I decided to help out those people who are underprivileged at St. Stephen's. We happen to have showers and laundry, different services, and thus, of course, what I'm doing now currently, which is computer instructing for clients that might want to get back in the job market and learn how to search online for housing and such forth. So it's been amazing, and I'd like to thank the United Way from the bottom of my heart and everyone else's heart. I currently speak with Helen also on the member advocacy committee, and we hit City Hall up pretty much to help us get a little bit more money to curb this poverty issue for much of the people who are not capable of even recovery, in the very least. We see there's a lot of problems now with drug addiction and so much more. So the help is needed. I am a good statistic, and once again, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please come visit us at St. Stephen's Drop-In, and we love you. Thank you very much, and thank you for your time.